Welcome, esteemed viewers, to another episode of Craftsmanship and Creativity, where everyday items are transformed into wonders of functionality and beauty. Today, the hero embarks on a quest, not of epic proportions, but of precision, ingenuity, and transformation. Behold the humble paint stick, a simple tool destined for greatness under the guidance of our unskilled tinkerer.
Before we get down to business, let's play some music in the background.
You are listening to Radio Western, blazing the trail with the sounds of the West.
Here is a bag of 300 wooden sticks I bought fairly cheap at a hardware store. The quality of them is mixed. Some are curved, some are too thin, and some are chipped. Before I get started making the table runners, I'll sort them by colors. Then as I start making them, I'll throw the unusable ones to the side for now. This is a little prototype I made earlier to see if it would work out. Small ones like this could be used to put hot pans and stuff on. These sticks can probably be used for a lot of other crafts as well. I'll look into that in the future. For now, I'll just make the table runners. There we go. The sticks have been sorted into different shades. Bright, darker, and darkest, plus a pile of mixed ones. The mixed ones I'll be using for the black and white table runner, and one for my hobby table that I'll use to put used paintbrushes and shit on. Now that the sorting is out of the way, let's get started making them. The first one should be 70 centimeters, so I'll just make some marks on the table to navigate by. Now I'll just line up as many as needed between the marks. I didn't have anything long lying around to use for alignment, so I'll just use the table edge. Now I'll glue on some jute ribbon to keep everything together. You can find this at hardware stores as well. It's used for decoration, crafts, and garden purposes. The first one is done. I'll let the glue settle for a while before I do the first roll-up. The table runner should be rolled up now and then to crack the sticks apart before the glue is fully dry. Just make sure it's dry enough so it doesn't fall apart when you lift it up. For the second one, I'll make it a bit longer. and use the bright and dark sticks to make a nice pattern. Otherwise, it's the same procedure for this one. I'll make this table runner 1 meter. That should be long enough. Just a couple more sticks and we're there. The length is in place. Now I must flip the sticks around so that I don't glue on the nice side, which is going to be the one facing up. Now I just have to align them. Replace any curved or short sticks, then glue on the jute ribbons, just like the first one. There we go. The second one is done with this part as well. Now I'll let the glue dry some, then roll it up now and then so the sticks don't get glued together. Then when it's fully dry, I'll go over it with fine sandpaper to smoothen out rough patches, small scratches, and glue that ooze through. Now let's take a look at what we got. Not bad. This should turn out nicely when I'm done fine-tuning it. I'll give them a roll-up now that the glue is dry enough for them to be handled. Let's also take a look at what a table runner using only the brown sticks would look like. Not bad. Looks better than the first one where I just used the mixed sticks. Would probably look even better with some varnish on it too. Now I just need to sand it a bit and fine-tune it, then give it a couple of rounds with a varnish to finish it. Before proceeding any further, let's take a moment to look at some mistakes that I made, which I want to avoid doing on the last one. The first mistake was made on the first runner. I did not properly align the sticks vertically, only horizontally. This resulted in the runner looking slightly bent, kinda like it's wiping towards one side. It's a bit easier to spot in real life than on video. Not a huge issue, and probably only spottable if you really study it, but one that could be avoided with a little bit of tweaking. I did a better alignment job on the second one, so that turned out better. The second mistake was cutting one of the jute ribbon strips too short. The stick just ended up being loose. I tried piling on with glue, but it wouldn't merge with the jute ribbon. In order to fix this, I had to cut off the last stick. Lesson learned. It's better to cut them too long and trim them later than cutting them too short. The third and hopefully last mistake I made was using too much glue. Not a disaster since it can be rubbed away, but annoying nevertheless as it creates some extra work. When using too much glue, it oozes through the gaps between the sticks and makes a mess on the other side. Well, that's enough video editing for today. Now I'll give it a sanding and remove some glue between the sticks. Then it's ready for the first varnish coat. Now I'll give it a round of a regular cheap clear varnish, bought at a budget hardware store. Then we'll see how it turns out. It looks great now that it's wet. Once it's dry, I'll give it a sanding and apply another coat of varnish. Now I'll clean away the sanding dust, then apply the second varnish coat. Now I'll let it dry till tomorrow, then it's done. And it's done, nice and shiny. Unfortunately, since I used too much glue and it oozed through to the front, there are some brighter spots visible if I hold it in just the right angle. But we learn from mistakes. And since this is the first time I made something like that, I'm quite happy with it anyways. For the black and white table runner, I have picked enough sticks to make one that's around 1 meter long. Now I'll paint half of them white and the other half black. Done. All sticks have been painted twice and are now dry. Time to line them up and glue on the jute ribbons, and hopefully not do the previous mistakes again. The ribbon part is out of the way. I'll let the glue dry some before I flip it over and get it ready for the clear coat spraying. There we go, nice and clean. Now I'll take it to the spray room at work and give it 2 rounds of a clear coat spray. If I had to do this at home, I would do it in the garden when it was nice weather and no wind.
What the hero unfurled here is not merely a creation, but a celestial marvel. This table runner, woven with the threads of craftsmanship, has blossomed into a masterpiece, echoing the symphony of the stars themselves. But wait, there's more!
I also made one with pink and blue spray to see how it turned out. Same procedure with that one as the black and white, only I sprayed the sticks instead of hand painting them. Here's the one where I just used mixed sticks and didn't apply any finish to it. Then we have the second one where I applied 2 coats of clear varnish as a finish. Then the black and white one where I hand painted the sticks, then used clear coat spray as a finish. And lastly, the bonus runner where I sprayed the sticks pink and blue and gave it 2 rounds of clear coat spray as a finish. All that remains now is a little photo shoot, then this project is a wrap too.
As our ingenious journey draws to a close, we stand back and behold the marvel wrought from the humble beginnings of mere paint sticks. Transformed by the hands of a true artisan, these once unassuming slivers of wood now roll with the grace and purpose of the finest table runners known to crafters far and wide. These things would probably sell for like $800 on Amazon.